gotta stop at the Roost and you better leave a tip. Say hello to my friends at the bar. When you come to this place, they know who you are. Pouring some shots, meet a new friend. Just when you thought that Welcome! There's probably nobody here, but that's okay. You're probably going to mostly see this on replay. Yes, I am live with my final frosty, ice cold can of Tab soda. Before we get started, before I deliciously taste and chug this last can, look at how beautiful it is. Yum, 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 yum. What a weird stream. It won't be a long one. Let's get into it. Let's talk about what happened and why it was discontinued. So Tab originally came out in 1963 as one of Coca-Cola's first ever, what they considered a diet, but basically a sugar-free soda. And they used a sweetener called saccharin. And saccharin was just, when it came out, it was like it tasted sweet. It made you think it was sweet. And it was just, wow, I got a lot of notifications. Wow, okay. But it was just something that I think the chemical made your brain think that you were drinking something sweet. So it was a cola, right? It was definitely a cola, but it was a unique taste. You know, it was still a brown caramel color. I'll tell you the ingredients right now for the last time, probably. Oh my goodness. Oh, here we go. So we got carbonated water, caramel color, natural flavors, phosphoric acid, calcium saccharin, potassium benzoate to protect the taste. You always want that. And then caffeine. And then most recently, they also added aspartame. Because why not? If you're going to have saccharin and you're going to have some phenylketonuria, what does it say? All the stuff that all the diet sodas have nowadays, why not add some, aspartame as well? You want to make sure you get every chemical in there. But the thing is, what is the makeup other than the carbonated water and the caramel color? There's zero fat, zero carbs, zero sugars, zero protein. And what does this even mean? Like, what is in this? Whatever it is, it's delicious and it'll no longer be available ever again. So without further ado, let's get into, as all my notifications keep coming through because I'm not, yeah, exactly. Yuck. Welcome. Hey, I think you're the only one on the live stream. Like I said, a lot of people are watching this in replay because I just went, you know what? I'm going to do this now. Yeah, well, it might be yuck to someone, but it's awesome. I mean, man, this is icy cold. It was like in the back of my fridge down here. So let's crack her. Ooh. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Got one little more taste from the can. Now, the proper way to drink a Tab is obviously with a nice wine glass. Oh, yeah. You're going to really want to get not too much head on there, just enough to swish it around and really taste the aromas. Oh, man. You can taste like every chemical in there, or smell, I should say. It's like I'm right at the factory when they're adding like the aspartame and the saccharin. Oh man, right. I know it's funny, right? It tastes good, but you know those chemicals. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you think it's going to be good for you. It's not. All right, now we take, after we give her a nice swish. Wait, I'm doing it wrong. You always got to have the finger out if you're going to be fancy. Man. Oh, hello, Lance. What's going on, man? Yeah, this is pretty amazing. Oh. End of an era. But yeah, like I said, originally came out in 70. It's I know, right? Inside, I'm laughing, but with a broken heart. It does have its own unforgettable taste. I think that's the whole thing. So like I was saying, it like came out as a diet, and it was even marketed as a diet soda, like you would lose weight drinking it because it had zero sugar and zero carbs and everything like that. And I don't know, man. It's just I think I originally was like, because it was always like an obscure one, even back like growing up, like it was never like the most popular, but it was always just there. I mean, you had your like diet rights. Remember Pepsi free, caffeine free, Pepsi free, sugar free Pepsi, and then they came out with Diet Coke, and that's kind of when Tab was. They were like, okay, we'll just throw Tab over here, but people loved it so much. Yeah, I'm always sad to see something I love go to. That's the whole. What is vintage? What vintage is that last can? What vintage? Oh, it's a 2020, a 2020. You can tell by the aroma what it is. Oops. I mean, pinky's out. It's I don't know, it has its own, but it had its own like weird aftertaste. But like I said, when I was growing up, like we'd go camping up in northern Michigan. And, you know, and I'd bring like A&W or Pepsi. And then that was big when Pepsi free was good. And I was like, I'm going to get a case, like a 12-pack of Tab. So I had my own little cooler. You know, I was what, I don't know, 10, 11 years old, 12 years old, whatever. But it became like a tradition when I went up north camping, I'd bring Tab. And when I was just up there for my birthday, I brought some Tab. One of these ones. Actually, it might have been from this case. But it was funny, you know, just how you're going to switch to Mr. Pibb now. I don't even think they call it Mr. Pibb right now. I think it's Pibb Extra, or they changed the name of that too, because they couldn't say the word Mr. Or it's everything's so weird these days, man. Like they're just canceling down everything. I don't know. All I know is that Tab is delicious. Oh man, yep. This is the most ridiculous stream I've ever done. This is going to go down as one of the worst streams probably. Anyways, I don't care. Oh, it's still icy cold. It's just like really is icy cold. I love popping a can. I know like Pepsi and Coke and Great Yo, like a glass bottle and everything. Those are fantastic too, but something about the smell, and it's weird what I'm about to say, but like the smell of the aluminum in the can and maybe it's all the saccharin. But back it was big in the 80s, like they really tried to go after it right into the 90s. That it was that they were posting like saccharin will give everyone cancer. This is the worst thing they could have done in it. But done? Like a bidet? No. That they could have done to it, because I guess that's when NutraSweet was coming out, and come to find out, you know, years later, it was a lot of these artificial sweetener companies were like going after the other one because we're going to be the next ones. So then you had what was it, Splenda? Then you had freaking NutraSweet. You had saccharin, but the saccharin, all this stuff was they pushed so much money into crapping on saccharin that for many years, up till its final year, unfortunately. There was a big bar on like a big Surgeon General warning right under here, like it was a pack of cigarettes. It said the Tab logo, and then it was like Surgeon General's warning. This product has been known to cause cancer in laboratory animals. Drinking this could be hazardous to your health. And I still bought it. It come to find out it was that they were really pushing to this thing because obviously these other sweeteners wanted to get in, and so fighting to be under the top, right? And it's eventually became that NutraSweet was the biggest thing during the 80s, and then I think it went into Splenda. Now it's like the aspartames and the phenylketonuria or whatever else is now in all this stuff, and it was really to the point now we get to the what else did I have in here? I don't think I had much. Yeah, there was the point where Coke was like, you know what? I think maybe we should just get rid of this. It's not our best selling. They used to sell millions. Then it was like, I think it was, and don't quote me on this, but you know me in research. But from what I remember, it was like a really small amount. Like it went from like selling like 1 million a year, which is pretty small for soda, to like 500,000 to like 50,000. I think was the last. And so fans have done this many times. There's like a really big, like I joke about it and I do love it, but I'm not going to go all out and sign petitions about it, you know, but I'm guarantee you, okay, I need to pull some things up here. I'm sorry, I'm watching you guys. There's only a couple. So about 25 miles from me, there's a vintage soda shop. They have old school sodas plus re-releases of lost sodas. Sometimes companies go out of business, but someone new buys the recipe. That'd be kind of neat. That would be really neat. The thing is with like Coke and Pepsi, like I doubt you're ever going to see someone, they're never going to give up the recipe for Crystal Pepsi because they make so many millions every 10 years putting out a small batch of Crystal Pepsi, and people freak out, hoard it, buy it, go everywhere out of their way to get it, and then they sell it. Like right now, since Tab expired, like the Best Buy date was like a month or two ago, and it was supposed to fully expire this month. Like if you look, one can is going for like $30 on eBay. It's really, really sad, man. It really is. Same taste, new name, but some old sodas. Yeah, and that'd be kind of cool. I would like buddy of mine into Dr. Pepper. He hates new recipes. They sold Mexico version with real sugar. That's another thing too. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Mr. Pibb was discontinued in 2001. Formula changed and named to Pibb Extra. Yeah. Every time I go to like Del Taco, which is a big Mr. Pibb, distributor around in their sodas, and yeah, it's Pibb Extra now. They changed the formula, but I think it was more than that. But old school Pepsi, yeah, I loved when they re-released the '80s logo can, with the real sugar in it. That was my favorite. That tasted like an old school Pepsi Cola, and I'm a Pepsi guy. And here in Detroit, we have a soda called Faygo, and Faygo is just one of those amazing soda pops that have been around since the early 1900s. Like it's an old soda pop. And they have some like a thing called Rocket Rye. They have one called Red Pop, which is a strawberry cake icing flavor. Because originally the guys that made it, the Faygo brothers or whatever their names were, something like that. They ended up they were one of them was bakers and would come up with like flavors for cake frostings and baked goods. And they started going, well, can we add that to carbonated water and make a soda pop? And anyway, so Faygo's huge, Detroit, Midwest area. But yeah, going back to Tab, like fans petitions and got it brought back like a few times to the point where Coke's like, okay, we're definitely going to make money on this, so, why miss out on, I don't know what they make, if they shipped like 50,000 cans or whatever, maybe they made a couple million out there. I don't know. I don't know what the thing was, but they're like, well, since the fans petitions, we at least know this group's going to constantly buy it. So then of course, COVID hit, right? COVID hit. And I think that is why, they were like, Coke's like, listen, we have all these, and they have like a million sodas all over the world they own. And I believe it was about 8 different ones that they were like, we need to eliminate these because it's costing us money at this point, especially right now. And what's this? Yeah, gained 20 pounds because of that. The vintage soda shop is called Galco's and Eagle Rock. Oh, okay, cool. I'll have to check that out. I used to always go beverages and more or Bev with something Bev now. If you would have saved all your Tab cans, you could have sold them for a spike or a completed box. Dude, you ain't kidding. If you look on eBay right now, it's unbelievable. They're trying to charge like $80 a case, $100 a case, because now it's that point where like pretty soon and Amazon, if you look at Amazon, they're gone. Amazon, since the expiration was just recently, Amazon will not let anybody list Tab soda, but eBay's like, yeah, whatever. List some expired food, not a problem. Oh man, I tell you what, it's bittersweet, literally bitter and sweet. But oh yeah, we have Faygo here. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it's Faygo here is RC Cola. Yeah, and Big Local Soda here is Vest. Faygo, I love Faygo. That's in I don't think that'll ever go away. That's got a pretty solid foundation for years. I mean, like any business, it goes up and down and struggles. But yeah, I'm gonna savor the flavor, and I'm probably gonna Stone Cold Steve Austin slam this last one. this last bit. But anyways, I think I'm going to end it. I don't think there's so much more I can say about Tab. But Tab was one of my obscure favorite, soft drinks. Yeah, and they decided 2020, the December 2020 was the last batch that was manufactured. They usually last, I don't know, about a year or something, or well, a little under a year, they say. But back in the day, we used to have cans of soda that would be like Verner's or ginger ale or Coke or Pepsi or what, even beer. Shoot, I know that's got alcohol in it, but that would sit in the back of the fridge, and you always put new. And then like a year later, you'd be like, oh, we still got a couple cans of Pepsi here, and you crack them open, they'd still be fizz. You can drink them, So I don't think this stuff will really. I guess they say it's the best by date was like a couple months ago, but our best, it tastes exactly the same. Oh man, that taste, that smell, man. But I'm gonna end this because I need to go get some food. Have I even showered today? What am I doing? This is the worst stream ever. But anyways, yeah, I remember when I took all these cans out and I stacked them everywhere to make like that one video, which is pretty funny. Yeah, I do have a bunch of cans. A friend of mine said she wanted to make one of those metal airplanes that like hang from a ceiling for over my bar that's made out of these, my friend Shannon. Like that would be cool. So I have saved like a bunch of them. But here we go. Here's the chug. Here we go. I'm going to make a mess, aren't I? I'm going to make a sticky floor. Ah! Oh my God, that was delicious. And we shall, gosh darn it, all the heck. Ugh, that's a lot of carbonation. We'll see you in the next one. All over the, yep. Take care, pals.